Hi, it's Marcus Collins and the MA Properties Online team with your Arlington market update for February 2020. The number of homes for sale at the end of February was 13. That's a very low number. Compared that to 12 months ago, at the end of February 2019, there were 35 homes for sale, so a relatively large number. The number of new listings in February was 22 this year compared to 16 last year. Now, I put that very much down to the weather. We've had a very mild spring, and a number of sellers that would have traditionally brought their home on the market in March have brought it on the market a little bit earlier because of the lack of snow on the ground, essentially. But an increase in the number of new listings, but a relatively low number of homes for sale. That's interesting. For those of you who've listened to our commentary before on the market, you will know that now is a great time for sellers to bring their home on the market. The buyers are out in force, but the sellers are traditionally waiting until the end of March, April, May timeframe when the gardens look nice. So we've kind of seen that played out this year. We brought a home on the market in Arlington two weekends ago, and we had a lot of interest in that home. There were a large number of first-time home buyers out looking for homes. So that's promising for the rest of the year. I always like to take a look at the expires in this time of year because a large number of homes don't sell, and we saw the same this year. They came on the market in 2019, they didn't sell. They expire off in that December, January, February timeframe. We had a higher number this year expire than we did last year. Anticipate that those homes will come on the market now in March and April timeframe. So we'll see an increase in the number of inventory because of those homes that expired at in the last couple of months. So the sale price to list price ratio, I always look at that. It doesn't really mean very much. It was 96%, which is a very low number for Arlington. But remember, a home that sells in February went under agreement in December or January, which is traditionally a very weak time. So that's really shown in that very low number. Anticipate that number will increase dramatically over the next couple of months as the spring market plays out. The number of homes sold in February was 12, which is a low number again, because very few homes sell in that December, January timeframe. We anticipate a low number of homes selling in February. So don't read too much into that one. It'll make more sense as the spring market progresses. So that's the spring market. Lots of interesting information there, hopefully. If you have any interest in the more detailed analysis around the condo market, new construction, single family, and so on, all of that information is in the Arlington Market Review. For those of you who live in Arlington, it was delivered to your mailbox. If you didn't, you'll find it on our website. So I'd recommend you take a look at the market review if you have any interest and want to get into the nuts and bolts of what happened in 19, but also what our predictions are for 2020. So that's the market update for February 2020. With that, I'll say goodbye and I'll see you again at the end of this month. Bye.